They say two worlds, one family. Meaning, what is family? Is it blood or something else? And and what what if a man was raised by a different kind? And sorry, I should have wrote good intro. But anyway, hello, my name is Naruto in Kentucky,
I'm Vinicius Diaz.
and welcome to the final Naruto Disney podcast. Where this time we're doing Disney's Tarzan. We're gonna start off like the movie when the storm hit.
And a burning ship.
Yep, hit the burn the ship, and it led to Minato and Kushina into a jungle.
Meanwhile, two gorillas are playing with their newborn kid,
Yeah,
Ryan Tsunade.
yep, and while that while the Uzamakis or Namakazes or whatever. Well, Namikaze said some Naruto has his family.
His father's name?
Yeah, because he's still alive and he they're not after him because
There's no fox.
yes. And anyway, they were building a tree, and Kushida was playing with her son. We'll see more of Kushida playing with her son by her doing peekaboos and him playing with a fox doll. Meanwhile, one day the baby gorilla was see a
Wandered
bug.
away from the parents and was
Yeah,
playing, but then got encountered by a leopard named Sabor.
yeah, yeah,
And tragedy strikes.
yeah. And then when I saw that scene, I was like, "Damn, Disney, way to be ballsy, killing off a baby ape." And when Tsunade tried to go, but Jiraiya stopped her, and Tsunade cried, and Jiraiya comforted her.
He had to
Later that
yell out a gorilla roar.
yeah. Then later that day, Tsunade was walking with the herd. Then she heard something, a baby cry, which big question.
Somehow.
Yeah, I was going to say, how could she hear it?
That was my question rewatching it. And
Yeah,
good ears on her, because that's a good distance away from where she was.
yeah, and she makes it. She makes it to the treehouse, and then she sees there was some kind of fight.
Blood on the ground.
Yeah, and then she sees
bullet casings.
What?
And bullet casings too.
Yeah, and a gun.
And she's two mangled bodies in the corner.
Yeah, what do you think when you saw that the second time? Or
I don't really think I thought anything.
I was kind of shocked.
I didn't notice the blood paw prints on the floor.
Yeah.
Then she sees something wriggling under the blanket.
Yeah, and then she sees that there was a baby inside the blanket. She goes, "What?" And the baby goes, "Huh?" And she picks him up and smells his diaper. It's a goof. And the baby started laughing.
But unbeknownst to her, Sabor is still in the house.
Yeah, and and then they have a fight, and she tries to keep it keep it away, keep the baby away from him, and then the baby then we see
He's
that scene
rolling
where
down
he's
the
net.
underside net.
Yeah,
He tries grabbing it, but gets stuck between the hole.
yeah, and then he got wrapped up in a rope, and
And so now he jumps in that one lifeboat and goes down, but then growls at Sabor and leaves.
yeah. When I saw her growl, I said, "Never mess with mommy."
Nope.
And she sees her herd, and they said, "Hey, it's." And Jirai looks and he sighs
Sorry, I
with,
just got a little sidetracked.
yeah. And then they were shocked to see the baby, and Luffy, who's a gorilla, says, "That is one ugly baby."
Freaky looking, that's what it is.
Yeah, well, it is. then he's, then 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 Jirai sees the baby and he says, then 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 he looks at Jirai. I saved him from Sabor. Tsunade, you know that won't. You know it won't replace the one we lost. I know that, but he needs me. But look at it. It's not our kind. You have to take him.
Dr. Zeta says it's dangerous.
Yeah, but he'll die. If the jungle wants, I want him. Tsunade, I can't allow you to put our family in danger. Does he look dangerous to you? Then they both they both argue while growling like gorillas. Was it alone? Yes. Sabor killed his family. Are you sure? Yes. There are no others. Hmm. Then you may keep him. Oh, oh no. Oh, Jiraiya, thank you. Oh, no, he'll be good. I said he could stay. That doesn't make him my son. Dick. And then Luffy looks at him with fascination and said, "What are you going to call him?" "I am going to call him Naruto." "Naruto? Okay, it's your baby. Hey, Naruto, are you going to be my best friend?"
Grabs Luffy's nose.
"Yeah." and, and Luffy doesn't get mad about it. In fact, he laughs. and and his older brother Ace says, "All right, young man, it's time to go to bed." Oh, Ace,
Shouldn't it be the Dawn, actually?
yeah, it should be the Don.
Between you, Ace, and Sabo, I swear.
Yeah, they're always getting into trouble, like the real Ace and Sub. Then, then Tsunade looks at baby Naruto, and he was about to cry, and then she sings, "Come, stop your crying, it will be all right. Just take my hand, hold it tight. I will protect you from all around you. I will be here, don't you cry. For once, you'll be in my heart. Yes, you'll be in my heart from this day on, now and forever." Sorry, that's I had to sing that. At least that song, part of the song. Then years later, Johnny was asleep. Then she found out. Then she sees that it was empty. And Naruto, Naruto, and we see Naruto grew up as a child, trumpets like an elephant to scare his mom. Which I thought that was clever
Yeah.
because she thought we thought we were gonna skip to the next morning, but it turned out we skipped to like 10 years.
Years. Not even 10.
7?
I think 7 is more accurate.
Yeah. I scared you, Mom. You sure? Could you imitate any quiet animals?
They're no fun. Want to see me be a leopard?
and then he said, and she said, "Why don't you just come up with your own sound?" And he starts bothering everyone. Dan says, "Tsunade." Oops. And he runs into Jiraiya by accident. And Luffy comes to his rescue. Oh, Naruto, thank goodness you're all right. Thank you for fighting him, sir. And Jiraiya rolled his eyes.
Mm.
And he said, and then he said, "Run." Hey, are you thinking ahead? How many times do I gotta tell you? If you want Kerchak to like you, stay away from him. I mean, Jiraiya. Sorry. I'm gonna do that a lot. Hey, then we hear should be Ace or Sabo calling for him.
Both.
Yeah. Hey, Luffy, come on. And Naruto asks, "Can I come?" Yeah, but you could if you keep up, and you can't keep up. And then we see Ace doing "Stop hitting yourself! Stop hitting yourself! Stop hitting yourself!" to Sabo, or should be Sabo doing that to Ace.
I say Ace doing it to Sabo.
Yeah. And then they hear, "The fun has arrived. Thank you very much." He's imitating Elvis. And don't worry, we're going to make Luffy funny, unlike Disney failed to do with Rosie O'Donnell. Hey, what took you so long, Luffy? I had pest control problem. But then they heard the noise, and then they see it was Naruto. Hi guys! And Ace says, Luffy, is this...
What's he doing here?
Yeah. Luffy says, if I come along, if I kick up, and... Oh, come on, Luffy! Luffy said, "I'll take care of it. Listen, we got a tiny problem. I would love to hang out with you, but the guys, they need a little convincing. Okay, so what do I gotta do?"
Gotta get a hair. An elephant hair.
Yep. And then he says, "All right, I'll go." And then he leaves.
Like, what? And then he just jumps off the cliff.
Yep.
Falls faster than he wants to.
That would
hurt him.
And then they see he's alive. Hey guys! Oh, they are relieved he's alive. Even though they don't hate Naruto, they're embarrassed by him. Ace.
Except Luffy.
Yeah. Then he's, oh, no, come back! Oh, no. Tsunade's gonna kill us if we don't bring it back.
Tsunade, what about the Dawn?
And then Ace said, "This guy's great. You should bring him along more often." That's brilliant. I knew it. Then
Wait, can we have Garp be one of the gorillas in this herd too?
Yeah, he's not the village. Should he be the village leader technically?
Or not really. I think he'd be like Jiraiya's like second in command.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we see an elephant by the name of Usopp. Sorry, I just can't. I just can't imagine. I just can imagine Usopp being an elephant.
I mean, they're both cowards, basically, so.
Yeah. Are you
Is
sure
there
this
any
bar
fire
is
sanitary?
Yep.
What about
Despite
bacteria or
yeah,
piranhas?
there are no piranhas in Africa.
No, they're Southern Africa.
No, no, she's right. They're native to South America. Wait, you know what South America is?
Given this time period, I don't think they do. Was that even discovered yet?
I don't know. I think it's in 1800, late 1800s.
Given the bike, maybe.
Yeah. The
But then Usopp sees Naruto and like, oh,
yeah,
piranha.
he said, "Get out of here!" For the last time. There are no piranha in my butt. It's one
My
of the
God.
elephants. I told you. There's something in my butt.
Now he's like tossed in the air and comes back down and surfaces, and they see it's a piranha.
Yeah. The piranha.
Yeah, pretty sure you wouldn't be standing in a riverbank if there were piranhas there, elephant or not.
Yeah. Yeah, they eat your flesh. Or they can spit fireballs at you.
Yeah,
And then they were looking for him and then found him and said, "Oh, he's dead." Luffy found him and he tried to wake him up. Wake up! Wake up, buddy! Wake up! Oh, he's dead! He's dead! He's dead! Then he heard Naruto coughing. Oh, he's alive!
Usually tries to get him back, keep Luffy from being near him. Like, stop! It's a piranha.
Yeah. He's not a
Stop,
piranha.
piranha, you idiot.
And he says, "Wait, he is. I don't know what he is, but he's my brother or my cousin or whatever. He's alive. He's alive." Then he says, "You
Yeah,
idiot! You nearly gave me a heart attack. You happy?" And he shows,
yeah.
He got,
You got the hat? Is that what this is about? I got plenty.
and Tsunade goes to Naruto, gives him a hug, and
Like, oh
Dan
no.
Dan. What is who's
Garp
that?
shows up too.
Yes, it's my mom.
Oh no, Garp's here. Luffy! How did you, Grandpa, how did you? Your
Then he
brother.
hits. Then he hits Luffy and throws him in the jungle like he does in the anime. And he says, "I'm glad he's not my grandfather." Says Nard. Then Jiraiya
He's got
confronts.
bigger issues with Jiraiya, so.
Yeah. What happened? I'm sorry. I'm just. You almost killed someone, but it was an accident. And Tsunade defends him, saying he's only a child. That's no excuse. You can't keep defending him, Tsunade. But he'll learn. He will never learn. Look at him. He'll never be one of us. And that hurt Naruto. And he runs away. And then he sees a puddle. And then he slams it and sees mud. And he puts the mud on all over his face. And his mother came and said, "Why am I so different?" "Because you're covered with..." It's... Actually, I'll have Luffy join Tsunade as well. Why am I so different? And then Luffy says, "Because you're covered in mud, dude." But no, it's that... Now. Shh. It's not fair. Jiraiya says, "I don't belong to this family." Never mind what he says now. Hold still. What do you feel? What do you see? I see two eyes, like mine. and a nose somewhere, and here, 2 ears, and that thing you have your loincloth with. Seriously, get it? Sorry, I had to make a joke like that. Then he says, "What do you feel here?" My heart. She does it to both Luffy and Naruto. And she says, "What do you feel?" Luffy's heart. See, we're exactly the same. I know. I just wish Jiraiya can see it. Then I'll make him see it. I'll be the best ape ever. Oh, I bet you. Then we hear the song of Son of Man while he was growing up. Then a new set of heard, and Luffy meets, and one of them was Robin as a gorilla, and Nami as well, and and Zoro too.
And Yamato probably. And
Yeah,
Koala.
yeah. Then we see Son of Man into the sky. Lift your. I swear, the Phil Collins music made the movie.
It did.
And then we see.
Then he turned into Tony Goldwyn.
Yep, the same actor who played the villain in Ghost, which is very surprising.
I just reminded that one Family Guy joke with that Peter, the guy's taking Joe.
Yeah. I haven't seen that movie in years, by the way.
Hmm.
Anyway, as he grows up, um, Tsunade was eating her fruit, and then she didn't know Naruto was behind it, and who was about to scare it. She said,
Don't
eat
even think about it.
it." How'd you know it was me? I'm your mother. I know everything. Where have you been? And
Thought
Naruto.
you knew everything.
That was a good comeback, wasn't it?
It was.
And then Luffy jumps on him and says,
Hey,
Luffy!
Tsunade. Hello, Luffy.
And then says, "What are you doing?" And then Nami shows up and said, "You boys are always in trouble." Oh, hi, Nami. And then they here's something. I believe it's when
Three
Sabor
fights
shows.
Sabor.
Yeah, and that was one of the best fighting scenes of all time
Hmm.
in Disney history.
Then Naruto loses his spear, but then tackles Sabor into a pit.
Yeah, and it was like that scene where they thought Sabor won, but then Luffy shows up and holding his dead corpse. Goes,
Luffy did that
I mean Naruto. Sorry,
and presents the body to Jiraiya.
and then and then and then Luffy says, "Way to go, buddy." And
Even Robin would congratulate him.
Nami too. Best friend and his girl, best friend's girl coming through. That would be me and Nami. And don't make
And somewhat big sister Robin.
yeah. Robin, unlike the podcast last week where it got deleted, Robin will make a big appearance. I'm gonna make her more trusting of humans than. And then they heard gunshot, and Naruto was like, "What was that?" It wasn't me, says Usopp. um, and Luffy says, "Yeah, we know. If we would known it, we would have smelled it." Usopp. Good point. At least I'm not some kind of warthog that farts all the time.
Got no meat. You know. Then we meet Professor Kazashi, his daughter, and Sasuke. Ugh.
Ugh. As much as we hate Sasuke, he's got to be in the story.
But at least he's the villain, so we already know we're gonna torture him.
But to be fair, we always make him the villain.
He's just so evil.
Yeah, evil. Sorry, I had to do that joke.
Then they're talking, but then Sasuke thinks he hears something, then shoots again, and nearly hits Naruto.
Yeah, and he said, and Sakura tells him to stop and says, "What if that was a gorilla?" That was no gorilla.
You hired me to protect you.
Yeah, perhaps we should press. And they leave while Sakura stays. And then she sees a chimpanzee.
Little monkey.
Yeah, a little monkey. And Naruto gets closer, and he couldn't believe what he sees. A creature just like him. I just realized something. What if Jane was a different skin color? Would he still think he was a human
Let's not think on that.
Okay, thank you. You probably saved me.
Yeah, let's not go there.
Yeah. And then she draws him a picture, I believe, and she shows him, and
Monkey likes it, and like, then she takes it back, and he starts crying.
Yeah.
Then we get a bunch of monkeys chasing her.
Yeah, and she says, "Oh crap!" And then she starts running for the gorillas and starts flying.
Then looks up and sees Naruto holding her up.
Is it? Ah! Yeah. And then
she like use her umbrella as like a shield to move some of them past them.
Yeah.
Until it gets taken by the other monkeys.
Yeah, I love that scene where Tarzan shook his head in disbelief.
He's like, ugh. And goes back for her.
Yeah, he's saying it's like every cliche in the story.
Then we also get where he catches her and she makes him do the splits.
Yeah, and like, I love that face. And she's like, "Put me down, put me down."
Pick me up.
Jade is kind of funny.
Yeah. I do like some of the shots they use in that whole chase scene.
Yeah, it's great animation. Then after the chase, the monkey came flying down the umbrella. He was chatting with Naruto, who was chatting like a monkey.
Yeah, like, well, he's talking to the monkey. Oh my god, this has been a day.
And she said, "It's not as bad as that play I saw where that boy fell in love with the genjutsu or whatever it's called." And then what?
Yeah, where she tries leaving, but then falls and then sees Naruto right under her.
Yeah, and then she said, "This can't get any worse." And then it started storming. I guess it can. Obviously, it can. Stay back, stay back. Don't worry. Don't come any closer. Please don't.
Just like kick him in the face.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that where
great.
he's like playing with her foot?
Yeah, and then he felt her breasts. Way to get away with that, Disney.
Yeah.
Then we had that famous scene of
With the hand.
yeah, that hand scene. There's that's very nice. Thank you. The
Very
delivery
nice.
heartbeat. It's very nice. It's very nice. Oh, thank you,
You
thank you. I
speak,
could do a
wait,
thing with
you
it.
speak English?
And all this time, I thought you were walking big silent person. Why did you tell me? I'm rather curious. I'm Naruto.
What?
What?
Naruto.
Oh, I see.
Naruto.
Oh,
Oh, I
I
see.
see. Oh, Naruto? Oh, I see. No, 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 no. I'm Jane. I'm Sakura. No, 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 no. I'm Sakura. No, no. Sakura. Naruto. Sakura. Sakura. Exactly.
No.
Then they hear rival gunshot and says,
Sasuke.
Sasuke.
Then Naruto makes a gunshot noise. Says Sasuke.
Sasuke, will you take me to my camp? Yes. Sasuke, what? Then he carries her. Can we walk? Could we walk?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Luffy, Nami, Ace, Sabo, and Robin,
Usopp.
and yeah, was looking for.
Then
And
see the camp and then see Chip and Mrs. Potts.
yeah.
Oh, the horror!
and Nami says, "We get it through your thick skull. These things aren't even alive." And Usopp says, "I knew that." And then we have that scene of them trashing the camp, which was probably the worst song part of the movie.
Yeah.
And then Robin noticed the book and was fascinated by it.
There's also this one written by this Dr. Zaius.
Yeah. And then she said, what's it? It's called A Christmas Story. Oh, that sounds interesting.
What is
And
this Christmas?
shit. And Nami says, "I'm surprised you could read human language, this kind of language." And then finally, Naruto shows up with Sakura, and Sakura says, "The gorillas."
And I can see Robin being the first to go towards her.
Yeah, and Nami too, and Sakura becomes friendly, and they both take a liking to her. And
Go,
Luffy,
go, Robin, Nami, Sakura.
and
Oh,
Luffy,
I see. Oh, your names are Nami and Robin. The nod, yes.
yeah. And then Jiraiya shows up. I believe Jiraiya shows up.
I think so. Or they hear Sasuke coming back.
Yeah, and Tsunade. then when they said, Sakura, where are you? Sakura, oh, thank heavens. And they, then he sees the camp was all wrecked. What happened? Are you all right? And then, oh,
Sorry, just
yes.
explains the last few hours.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
took my boot. Oh my god, the one I got for you from Paris?
And
I
I
think
was
you're a
saying,
man in a loincloth. Loincloth, good heavens.
what is she
He's like,
talking about?
what is she talking about?
I have the foggiest idea. She takes after her mother. She comes up with stories like that. Not about men in loincloths, of course. And then if she did, she would probably bump into trees a lot. A George of the Jungle reference.
They were gorillas. Two of them
Gorillas?
even came up to me.
He left with them. Who, dog?
Who? Naruto.
Naruto? The ape man. And meanwhile, back in the jungle, Jiraiya says,
Jiraiya's
everyone,
chewing out Naruto.
yeah. And Naruto says, they mean us no harm. I don't know that, Naruto. But I do. I spent time with the girl. You may be
I mean, I
willing
can
to
see
listen.
Robin and Nami also coming to defend him too.
Yeah, and she said, what would Luffy do?
He'd probably take Naruto's side, unless Garp was there.
Yeah, he said, yeah. Then Jiraiya says, protect this family and stay away from them. And then he leaves, and Tsunade says, listen to Jiraiya. Why did you tell me there were creatures that look like me? And
I can see Robin and having a little conversation with Tsunade over this.
what would they talk about?
Like he's gonna go back and see her.
Yeah, and Robin says, what if he's in love? What? How would Tsunade feel about that?
She probably know someday this would come.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
I can see her for Robin to like keep an eye on him.
yeah, she's after all, she is Luffy Naruto's big sister. And then, meanwhile, back at the camp, Sakura was showing everyone what she saw. Well, he didn't stand up; he sort of crouched like this. Really, he supported his knuckles on his like a gorilla, and while Sasuke was shaving his face with the machete.
Props for doing that without cutting himself, because that's not easy to do.
Yeah,
Especially with something
yeah.
that big.
Hell, I shave and I get cuts.
Yeah, no cuts, my ass.
Yeah, and and while Sasuke rolled his eyes, as Professor, we are here to find the gorillas, not indulge some girlish fantasy. Fantasy? I didn't imagine if Naruto is real. And then
And he jumps down right in front of them.
oh, it's him, it's Naruto, says Kizashi. And Professor Sakura stand back. Hey, wait, no. Then she was about to fire, and Sakura stops it as it makes the firing sound. Sasuke, what? Sasuke, have we met? How does he know my name? He thinks it means the sound of a gunshot, which is kind of fitting because a gunshot kills. Sakura, yes, hello, Naruto. I see what you mean by personal boundaries, says the professor.
Yeah.
He moves like an ape, talks like a man. He could be the missing link, or a link to the gorillas. Oh, yes, where are the gorillas?
I can get a
Gorilla.
crowd to sing "God Save the Queen." I can get this man to tell us where the gorillas are.
Yeah. Gorilla. Oh, he's had it. And he's
Gorillas.
maybe not. No, 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 no.
No, 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 no.
Yeah. And Sakura says, "I'll take him from here." And we have that famous scene of strangers like me.
Yeah.
And Robin was worried, but she trusts Naruto because she knows he would never do anything to harm the family.
Mm-mm. You see Naruto having fun learning about all this stuff.
Yeah, and then she teaches how to read, and she reads this one book about. I was thinking of a good about. I know it came in a later time period, but I'm doing it anyway since NC is reviewing it. She showed him Lord of the Rings,
Okay.
and he said
He
he
was
has
amazed by it.
yeah he loved the stories and the characters.
You also get that one scene where he takes her up to that one place with the birds.
Yeah, I love that. I love that
That
scene.
was a good scene.
Yeah, 2D animation is better than 3D animation.
Yeah, or live action.
Yep. You know Disney's gonna fuck it up and they make a live action remake.
Yeah. Though in that one they can't do their diversity stuff.
Yeah. You know they're promoting the hell out of Snow White.
No, they're not.
Well, I see it on
No, they're not
YouTube
because
ads.
they're pulling it because of Zegler.
Oh. How come
Yeah, I've
I
been
see it?
seeing stuff they're pulling some or a press tour because of Zegler.
She's very divisive. She's unlikable.
Yeah,
And
she
she's
is.
and she's more beautiful than Gal Gadot. Please.
No, because I think people want her Godot to win in this movie.
Yeah. They'll probably make her sympathetic. The evil queen.
Yeah, the movie's gonna suck. Is the bottom line.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna see it.
Me neither. I'm not watching those abomination dwarves in the movie. Money well spent.
Then anyway, back to the story. Um, I believe after that, Naruto provides and he sees the crew packing. He asks, and he sees the professor. And says, "Isn't it dreadful, Naruto?"
How to go when we're so close?
And and Naruto sees Sakura, and he says, "I was afraid you wouldn't come in time. The boats have arrived. They'll take us home to England. And Daddy, would you want to come with us to England? Go see England today. Come home tomorrow. It won't be
It might be
easy.
a lot longer than that.
Not come back. Oh, I know it sounds awful, but you belong with us, with people. Sakura you must stay with me. What? Stay here? Oh no, I can't stay here. I have a Sakura. Stay, please. But I can't.
And then
And
Sasuke manipulates Naruto into like taking him to see the gorillas.
yeah,
It's even funnier if we have Nami dress up like Sakura.
yeah. He said, "I'm gonna kill him." And that dress, and Luffy compliments her, and she thanks him by giving him a gorilla kiss.
They distract the others. Them all. Naruto takes Sakura and her dad to meet Tsunade.
Yeah, and this is my mother. Your mother? This
And they also meet Robin there too.
this is this is my big sister Robin.
You've met before.
He said, he said, and he says, start to get closer, but she backs away and just, you'll frighten her at some point. And then Jiraiya shows up and he attacks Sasuke, but he saves, but
And
he
Naruto
stops him.
jumps in and tackles Jiraiya in a chokehold.
Yeah. And he says, I ask you to betray our family. And he protect our
You
family, and
chose
he
them.
betrayed us. And then he says guilt, and he says, and and he, and he shows up on a tree, and he says, I'm so confused. Come with me. There's something I should have shown you a long time ago. And would Robin go with them?
Yeah,
What about Luffy?
maybe not. I think he knows Naruto needs to be alone at the moment.
Yeah. And
They're at the treehouse.
yeah,
Does he find his old like fox plushie?
yeah. And he says, is this mine? Then he sees a photo, and it's a picture of him, Minato, and Kushina. Is this me? And and Tsunade nods. This is my father, and my. Now you know, Naruto. I just want you to be happy, whatever it is you decide.
Robin and I will accept it.
Then then he decided to dress up in his father's
Wearing his
clothing,
dad's old clothes.
which I'm surprised whether.
Which somehow held up all those years.
Yeah,
He looks very dapper.
yeah. Then I said, "It's Disney. Just go with it."
Yeah.
Then he then we have a sweet scene of Naruto hugging his mother and says, "No matter what happens, you'll always be my mother,
Aww.
and you'll always be my heart." And he turns to Robin and says, "Thank you, Robin, for being the big sister I never had." And she said, "Fair." Then she starts crying too. And then he says, "Then he says, no matter what, I want you to live. Tell me you want to live." I had to reference that famous scene.
He tells Robin that.
Nah, actually, she tells him that.
Ah,
That would make more sense, wouldn't it?
okay.
And
Then he goes to see Sakura.
Sakura is so excited for him to come. Everyone's going to want to meet you. Kings, scientists, and famous writers. Yes, Darwin and Kipling and Charles Dickens. And don't forget Queen Victoria. I haven't met her, but I'm sure she's awfully nice. And I'll be with Sakura. Yes. You'll be
Then
with.
Luffy, at the meantime, Luffy's running with Usopp and just missed him.
And would Nami go with her? Them?
Yeah, probably.
And he said, go ahead. Then he
Yeah,
says,
take a rock for all I care.
then he said, I'm gonna miss him. He's like a little brother, and my little brother.
Then as Naruto gets on the ship, he sees it's a trap
Yeah.
by Sasuke.
Sasuke, help! Oh,
And we met.
oh, the ape man. Sasuke, you, and he gets hit by the horse with the rifle by the.
For a good payday for these gorillas you led me to.
Why? Why for 300 pounds and a starting ahead?
I
I like it.
really don't think that would get him far, even at this time period.
No. And then he screams, "No!" And Usopp says,
Hey, hey, Naruto needs us. And what did you go get his new friend some? Luffy! Why or not, he's still our friend and your brother. We have to help him.
"Yeah, I love that. I love that scene where he said, when he would grab both Luffy and Nami and on his back, and then he said, pipe down and hang tight. We have a boat to catch." He's still a coward, but when it comes to his friends, Usopp will be brave.
Yeah. After a little coaxing.
Yeah. Then he says, "I never felt so more alive." And Nami says, "Good, because I'm going to kill you."
Then the whole of them started bouncing around the walls trying to get out.
Yeah, it's no use. Sasuke. Yes, Sasuke betrayed us all. I'm
I did
sorry,
it.
Naruto.
I
You
betrayed
know,
my family.
Jiraiya was right. All those magnificent creatures shivering in cages. What is this world coming to?
Then
And
he
he,
hits the ship and it moves a bit oh, I guess you don't know man's strength. That's really uh, Usopp going on while
yeah,
Luffy and Nami fight the crew.
yeah. And, he said, and
Oh,
that,
that sounded like an elephant. Usopp.
thanks, guys. And Luffy's, oh, thank God, never see you again.
Then I was like, I don't know. If anyone asks, I don't know you.
And Usopp says, "You embarrass me sometimes, Luffy." And Naruto jumps to the water and makes his way to the jungle to save his family. Meanwhile, Jiraiya looks at his wife and who is missing her son, and it causes him to feel guilty.
I doubt that.
And then he gets captured and then he and the other gorillas get captured by the poachers. And Sasuke shows up and he says, "Ah, I remember you. I think I would like this one stuffed." And before he could shoot him, he hears, "Oh!" The famous
How
Tarzan
did
yell.
he get out? Don't just stand there. Get him.
And he kicks Sasuke and he says, and Jiraiya was moved as he frees him from the net. You said,
Came back. I came home.
I love that line.
Yeah.
And when one of Sasuke's men tried to stab him, but Jiraiya stops him, and Luffy and Nami fights the other man and scares him, but fighting and then one aims at the spear, and Luffy jumps in front of Nami, but they get caught by Usopp. And Sasuke sees the rest of the gorillas getting rescued, and he says, "You there! Take what you can and get back to the boat." As they were carrying Tsunade, I got some hunting to do. And meanwhile, just when they were about to leave, get out, Sakura caught the poachers holding his mother, and she saves and swings the vine and knocks them all down, and she and Robin fights together, and then she says, and then she says to Tsunade, says, "Don't worry, I'll have you back in a second." Um, one poacher was about to hit her with the crowbar, and Naruto jumps on him and he holds the crowbar and says, "Oh, this will be good." And they both free his mother, and Naruto hugs her and says, "I love you, Mom." And then he shoots, and Sasuke shoots Naruto's arm. I'm still surprised he survived that, even that time period.
Yeah. Then I think it just like grazed him. I'm pretty sure a hit from that would have taken his whole arm off.
Yeah,
Either
and
that or Sasuke's aim is awful.
yeah, but Jiraiya noticed and he charges at him, but Sasuke fires, shoots him in the chest.
Mortally wounding him.
Yeah, and then we have the epic fight between Naruto and Sasuke, which is I love it doing in our podcast when they fight.
Yeah.
And
He's got
get
the
this,
gun to Sasuke's face, like, go ahead, shoot me. Be a man.
unlike in the Beauty of the Beast podcast, where he says, "Let me go. I'll do anything you want. Anything."
I think Clayton's more of a man than Gaston is.
Yeah,
Here at least.
yeah.
But then
He says,
Naruto makes the gun sound.
they said, "Not a man like you," and he breaks the gun, which was epic.
Then they start climbing, but Sasuke gets tangled up in the vines and starts cutting them like Sasuke, don't! And then he falls and
And hangs himself. Then we see a shadow.
good timing on that and nice little detail because I don't even remember seeing that in theaters.
I didn't either. I was 10 when that movie came in 1999.
Then after that, Naruto goes over to
Jiraiya.
Jiraiya in
He
his
says,
last moments.
"Jiraiya, forgive me. No, forgive me for not understanding that you've always been one of us. Our family will look to you now. No, Jiraiya, take care of them. My son. Take care of them." Then he closes his eyes and dies.
Was I supposed to feel anything for that?
Yeah. Were we?
I don't know. It's kind of hard to like forgive everything he put Naruto through the whole movie.
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't a Vader moment.
No. Even though what Vader did was worse.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, it worked there because he was actually a good person once.
Yeah.
Kerchak was just an ass the whole movie.
Yeah. And the very next day, Sakura and her father leave for London. And Sakura says, "London was so small compared to this. I'll miss you, Sakura." And they hear, Miss Haru, hang on, we're coming." I guess this is a farewell. And she sticks out her hand. Only he places her hand on his hand on hers. So he says farewell, and he almost kisses her, but then actually she almost kisses him, but then she leaves. And bye bye, Naruto. Farewell. Oh, I'm gonna miss that boy. Then he says, "Sakura, I can't help feeling, but you should stay." Like, "Oh, Daddy, please, we've been through this. I can't possibly. I belong in England with you and people." And her glove fall blown to back to Naruto, and who holds it. And he said, "But you love him." Go ahead. That's a sign of a great parent.
Yeah.
And and, and
Go on.
Oh, okay. And then she runs to Naruto, and she holds him, and then she puts her lips on his, and they kiss.
Then they meet. Then she meets his friends and she tries talking to him in monkey.
Yeah.
And then
And
Kadashi goes like, "Oh, just say you never found us. People go missing in the jungle every day." And he just jumps in and joins them.
yeah, I love that scene. But when I saw that, I remember laughing. He was one of the best characters in the movie. I missed him in Kingdom Hearts.
Probably didn't have the rights for that.
Yeah. And then at the end,
They're vine swinging.
yep, they just got married. Put your faith, don't you believe? Two worlds, one family.
Yeah, the other apes doing the same thing. Vine
Yeah,
swinging.
and Luffy almost fell, but Nami catches it, and he hands his mother some flowers, and then he hugs his big sister Robin, and then he does this. Oh,
Good ending.
yeah. And we're not. By the way, I don't think we're gonna do any of the TV shows or the
No.
sequels. And where would you rank? Now that we're done with Tarzan, where would you rank in your Disney movies?
Good question.
I think it's top. It's in my top 10.
I wouldn't put it that high, but it's still pretty good.
Yeah, I would put Tangled in my top 5, which we're gonna do in a few minutes.
Tangled is that good.
Yes. And yes, it's better than Frozen.
We're not sorry. Right?
You're right. And Mandy Moore, I think Mandy Moore gave the best performance by a Disney princess, in my opinion. Her and Linda Larkin playing Jasmine. Because they're both my favorite. Actually, Paige O'Hara didn't do too bad as Belle.
Where does Belle rank in your princesses?
In terms of characters, top 5, maybe number 1. Right now, maybe number 1. And actually, Rapunzel's my number 1 Disney princess ever since I saw Tangled.
Okay.
And since we're gonna do Naruko as Rapunzel, she's gonna have be born with red hair rather than brown. Will that make sense?
Yeah.
Because that's Kushina's daughter. We'll start with this. We hear a man named Sakura saying, "This is the story of how I died." Oh, don't worry, this is actually a fun story. And the truth is, it's not even mine. It's the story of a girl named Naruko, and it starts with the sun. And once upon a time, a sunlight filled the heavens, and a small drop of the sun grew a magical golden flower. It had the ability to heal the sick and injured. You see that old woman over there? You might want to remember her. She's the villain of the story. And No, she's not a surprise villain or a villain with a sad backstory. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of subtle jokes at modern Disney.
Hmm.
The kingdom was ruled by the kingdom was ruled by a beloved king and queen, Minato and Kushina. Kushina was about to give birth. Then she got sick, really sick. She was running out of time, and that's when they start looking for a miracle or the golden flower. And we see who did we say was going to be Mother Gothel? Do you remember?
Tsunade.
Yeah, Tsunade. It's just funny. And Tarzan, she's one of the heroes now. She's the main antagonist.
Hmm.
You see, instead of sharing the son's gifts, Mother Tsunade hoarded his healing power and kept it to herself for hundreds of years. And she sings with a special song. Flower, gleam and gloam, let your power shine. Make the clock reverse, bring back once was mine. Once was mine. Alright, you get the gist. She sings, turns young, creepy, right? The night of the golden flower healed the queen. A healthy baby girl. As as they took the flower, gave it to the queen and healed her. And then Naruko was born with beautiful golden hair. That's not every year on her birthday. They launched a flying lantern into the sky. For one moment, everything was perfect. Then one day, Mother Tsunade came to the castle. Um, she sees the baby in her crib. She lifts the strand of her hair and cuts it, but
It
she
turns
found out.
red as it was cut.
Yep, and then she broke the. Then she kidnapped the child. The kingdom searched high and low, but they could not find the princess. For deep within the forest, in a hidden tower, Tsunade raised the child as their own. Which confuses me. Wouldn't there a soldier be bound to find the hideout somehow?
Are they not permitted to go further into the woods?
Yeah. Wouldn't they go?
We kind of suck at our jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, how did nobody find this place? And yet it took Sora like no less than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Flynn even less time.
Yeah. And then Naruko grows up. She asks, "Why can't I go outside? The outside world is a dangerous place, filled with horrible, selfish people. You must stay when you're safe. Do you understand, Flower?" Mm-hmm. Be on Twitter. Oh no! Do not go on Twitter. That's
No,
where
they need to
idiots.
see the sun. But Twitter says I should be offended at everything.
Yep. Sorry, I had to take a jab at Twitter,
So
and I'm on it.
am I.
But the walls of the flowers cannot hide anything. Each year on our birthday, the king and queen released thousands of lanterns, hoping that their princess would return. And 18 years later, we see the chameleon Pascal playing hide and seek. And he hides, camouflages himself. She said, "Aha!" And Naruko, who's voiced by would Lucy Christian be a good Naruko? Or
We're not
Stephanie
going
Young?
with Mandy.
Yeah, okay, Mandy Moore can voice Naruko. I guess Pascal's not hiding out here. And then she catches them. Gotcha! That's 22 for me. How about 23 out of 45? And she said, no. Okay, so what do you want to do? And he points his tail. And he says, I don't think so. I like it in here. And so do you. It causes him to pout. Oh, come on, Pascal. It's not so bad. Then she sings What Will My Life, which I thought was one of the most entertaining songs of the movie, underrated songs of the movie. Of course, Mandy Moore is a pop song singer before
Yeah.
she became an actress. Never listened to her music before, but she's pretty good as Rapunzel. Hard to believe she was Aerith in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah.
Oh, meanwhile, we see a thief by the name of... What would Sakura's fake... Would it still be Flynn Rider?
No.
What should it be? Should he have a fake name?
Probably. I just don't really know what it would be.
How about, Sasuke, because he's not going to be in the movie.
Okay.
We see a young man by the name of Sasuke.
Air quotes.
Yeah.
Sasuke. In the Dr. Evil way.
Yes. He and the Stabbington. They're still going to be the same Stabbington brothers.
Okay.
He says, I could get used to a view like this. Yep, I'm used to it. Guys that want a castle. We get the job. You can buy your own castle, said one of them. One of them was voiced by Rod Perlman.
Yeah, I thought his voice was familiar when I watched it.
Yeah, who was Slade in Teen Titans.
He's got a very recognizable voice.
Yeah, his performance as Slade is up there with Mark Hamill as the Joker.
It's just like, I feel like Slade is more subdued than Hamill's. But that makes it even creepier with Perlman.
Yeah, I am so thankful he's not in Teen Titans Go.
Yeah, they have Will Arnett as Slade in that.
Yeah, I would be surprised if he read the script of Teen Titans Go and said,
"This is beneath even me. And I was in Sleepwalkers."
And I was also in Alien 3. Or was
4.
It Alien 4. And I think they're about to steal the crown. Meanwhile, back in the tower, Naruko said, "This is a very big day, Pascal. I'm finally going to ask her." Naruko, let down your hair, said Tsunade. I know. Hide so she won't see. Naruko, I'm not getting younger down here.
Literally.
And she brings her up.
Yeah, wait, know what I mean? Know what I mean?
Yeah. And then she looks at the mirror and says, "You know what I see? I see a strong, confident, beautiful young lady. Oh, you're here too." I'm just teasing. Just stop taking everything so seriously. What a good mother.
Yeah.
Could you sing for me? Then we'll talk. Then she said, "Fire the gun, let your power shine, make a cook reverse, be back what's mine." Naruko. Okay, Naruko says, "Tomorrow's my birthday."
It is? No, that can't be.
Your birthday was last year.
That's the name of birthdays. They're once every year.
I'm turning 18, and I want this for my birthday. What I wanted from a few birthdays. Stop with the mumbling. You know I hate the mumbling. Blah, blah, blah. It's very annoying. I'm just teasing. I love you very much. Then, no, you don't. Will you take me to see the floating lights? You mean the stars? That's the thing. I charted stars, and they're always constant. But they appear every year on my birthday. Only on my birthday. And I keep feeling
Why is that?
They're meant for me. You want to go outside? Why, Rapunzel? You're fragile as a flower. Still a sapling, just sprout. Who knows why? You know why we stayed in the tower. I know, but it's to keep you safe and sound. Guess I always knew this day was coming. Then she sings the Mother Knows Best song. She's Buffy, it's thugs, Poison Ivy, Quicksand. Bad writers!
Especially that last one. Stay away from bad writers.
Yeah, can you give me an example of him?
His name is too vile to even say out loud.
Kichi.
Sorry, what was that?
Nothing. I just sneezed. You know, this scene is kind of similar to Frollo out there in Hunchback.
Pretty much.
I would say they stole from Disney, but they stole from themselves.
So, is it really stealing?
No. It's right. No, it's in fact it reminds me. I will talk about it later. And then she said, "I love you very much, dear." Then she hugs her hair.
Liar!
I'll see you in a bit, my flower. I'll be here. And then the people back in the forest, they said, "Oh no, this is very bad. This is very bad." This
They
says,
got my nose wrong.
"Who cares?" Well, the easy thing. That's easy for you to say. You guys look amazing. Okay. Then look at that. Look, there's Monkey D. Luffy. Look at him. I see him a bunch of times, and he still looks the same.
And look at Zoro. He looks even cooler.
And I don't think that's Sanji's face.
Now, is it the Duval face still?
Yes. He's this one. He's friends with the Straw Hats.
Okay, makes sense.
And it's like, give me a boost and I'll pull you up. Huh? What? You don't? I can't believe after all we've been together, you don't trust me. Ouch. Now help us, pretty boy. Sorry, my hands are. Then he pulls him up, and then he says, Sorry, my hands are full." And he realized, Ryder. He's to be fair, he's the one that stole it in the first place, so it's his, right?
Yeah, technically.
Yeah.
Honor among thieves.
Yeah, and they try to stay.
Can we say that Levi is probably the best casting for Flynn here?
Yeah.
He just has this like cockiness to him that just works.
Yeah. Then his character development too.
Yeah.
And then he tries to. Then he kicks the guard out of the horse Maximus. But Maximus stops, and then he starts chasing him, and the satchel flew into the log. And then he finally he makes it to the leaves, and he hides away. He finds out there's a secret passage.
So I remember right, the cave that was in Kingdom Hearts 3 that led to the tower.
Yeah. And then he makes it to the tower. He says, "Alone at last." Then he gets hit in the head with a frying pan.
The deadliest weapon in the movie.
Yep.
So much so even the soldiers later will use them. It's standard issue for the kingdom now.
Okay, and then she drags him to the closet, and she does that bit of trying to lock him in. And I love that scene where his fingers stick, and she pokes him back in. And she's, "I got a person in my closet. I got a person in my closet. I got a person in my." That sounds
really creepy.
Yeah. Too weak to handle myself, mother? Tell that to my friend, and then she hits her head with it. Naruko, let down your hair. One moment, Mom. I have a big surprise. So do I. But mine's a lot bigger. I seriously doubt it.
Prepare to be surprised.
And she brings him up and she says, "I'm going to make hazelnut soup for dinner." Well, Mom, there's something I want to tell you. Is this about the floating lights? Yeah, but I told you, you are not the lights. You are not leaving this tower ever. Great, now you made me the bad guy. Well, you kidnapped the baby for 18 years.
Yeah,
You are the bad. What?
so yeah, no change there. You're still awful.
Yeah, I know what I want for my birthday. New paint. To paint make the white shells. Well, that's a very long trip, honey. It's about 3 days. I just thought it'd be a better idea than stars. You sure you'll be all right on your own? I know I'm safe as long as I'm here. Okay, I'll be back in 3 days' times. I love you very much, dear. I love you more. I, I love, then she takes him out of this cloth. And she said, "Okay." And she
And
wraps
he's
him.
tied up by her hair to the
Yeah.
chair.
And he says, "Struggling.
Where's my satchel?
We're not there yet."
Oh,
He has to wake. He has to wake up. And he said, "I know why you're here, and I'm not afraid to ask you." Then he sees her for the first time. Who are you? And how did you find me? Then she enunciated, "Who are you? And how did you find me?" I do not know who you are or how I came to find him, but may I just say, hi. Huh? How you doing? Name's Flynn Rider. Name's Sasuke Uchiha. How you doing? Who else knows my location? Sasuke Uchiha.
no one.
All right, all right. I was in a situation climbing through the forest. Then I came to your tower and then said, "Oh no, where's my satchel? I've hidden it somewhere. You'll never find it." It's in that pot, isn't it? That she is in that.
Ow!
Would you stop doing that? Now it's somewhere. You'll never hide it. It's in. It's in the stove, isn't it? Then she hits him again.
He's a
Now,
thief. He know all those like obvious spots.
yeah. Now it's in somewhere you'll never find it. So what do you want with my hair? To cut it? What? Sell it?
I don't
What?
need it. What do I want with your hair?
Wait, you don't want my hair? Why would on
No.
earth would I want your hair? I said, look, I was being chased. I saw a tower. I climbed it. End of story. You're telling the truth? Yes. Then she speaks to Pascal. Yeah, I need someone to take me. I think he's telling the truth. What choice do I
He's
have?
talking to a chameleon.
Okay, Sasuke Uchiha. I'm prepared to make you a deal. Deal?
Awful idea, really.
Do you know what these are? You mean a lantern
You-
they do for the princess? Lanterns? I knew they weren't stars. Well, tomorrow evening they will light the night sky with those lanterns. You will act as my guide, take me to these lanterns, and return me home safe. Then and only then will I return your statue to you. That is my deal. No can do. Unfortunately, the king and I are not exactly simpatico at this moment, so I won't be taking you anywhere. And she looks at Pascal, who pounds his fist, and she brings him out saying, "Something brought you here, Flynn Rider. Sasuke. Call it what you will, a fate, destiny, a horse. So I had made a decision to trust you. A horrible decision, really. But trust me when I tell you this. You may tear this tower apart brick by brick, but without my help, you will never find your precious satchel. So let me get this straight. I take you to see the lanterns, bring you back home, then you'll give me my satchel. I promise. And when I promise something, I never, ever break that promise, says Naruko. Ever. All right. I'm. I didn't want to do this, but you leave me no choice. Here comes the smolder. He does the smolder face. Then that leaves her confused and said, "This story doesn't happen." Fine, I'll take you to see you later. Really? He accidentally drops him. Oops. You broke my smolder. Then after that, he goes down and says, "You coming, Blondie?" Then she sings. Then she sings a reprise of "When Will My Life Begin." Then she, then she has my favorite, probably my favorite scene in the movie. I can't believe I did this. I can't believe I did this. I
I'm
can't
never
believe.
going back. I'm going back.
I am a despicable human being. Best day ever. And
Worst day ever.
she has she has worse mood swings than a pregnant woman.
Yeah.
Would Naruko know where babies come from? You think, or do you think?
Probably not. I don't think Tsunade would have ever told her that.
Yeah. Cats seem to notice you see them war with each other. More like a little, more like a lot. Of course, that was from Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, I
I'm,
remember Doll and Goofy saying that.
yeah, I'm, I'm gonna, I'm gonna do more Kingdom Hearts 3 jokes. No regrets. Now, I'm overprotective mother, forbidden road trip. This is serious stuff. But let me ease your conscience. It's part of growing up or rebellion. Does your mother deserve it? No. Actually, yes, she does. Will this break her heart and crush her soul? Break her heart
Probably.
in half? Like a grape. She'll be heartbroken. You're right. I am. Oh, don't bother. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm letting you off the deal. What? Thank. Here's your pen. Here's a frog. I'll go get my schedule. You have a mother-daughter relationship out of mutual trust, and voila, always like unlikely friends. No, I'm seeing those lanterns. Oh, come on. We'll take to get my satchel back. She brings a pen. I will use this. Then they hear scuffling, and she hides behind the. It's a ruffian's buds. And out came a rabbit, and it's Bugs Bunny.
What's up, Doc?
Oh, stay calm. It's just a book. It's
The
just.
talking rabbit.
Is it? I knew I should have taken left turn in Albuquerque.
Yeah. Oh, anyway, see ya.
and said, "Don't worry, folks. Disney won't sue." Or should it be saying, "That's right. I made a cameo because Disney made a deal."
Wouldn't be the first time I've had to be in a Disney movie.
So probably best avoid these ruffians thugs, though. Are you hungry? I know a great place. Where? You'll know it when you smell it. Meanwhile, Tsunade was looking for some paint on her way to get some paint. Then she said,
She runs into this like mysterious pink-haired man in a black coat.
"Actually, she see Maximus. Tsunade see Maximus first. Then she realized. Then she realized Naruko. Then she looks to go back home and looks for Naruko. Naruko, Naruko. Then she sees a picture of Sasuke and Sasuke's bounty picture. And then there it is, the snuggly duckling. Don't worry, quiet, place. Perfect for you. Don't want you scaring, giving up your endeavor down, do we? Well, I do like ducklings, says Naruko. Yay! I love that scene where he says, yay! Then they go inside and she sees a bunch of ruffians and thugs. Should they be their own the characters for the movie, or should we have some cameos?
I'm not sure.
And then he sees someone familiar. It's the Straw Hats. Hey guys, it's me. It's Sakura. That's not his real name. That's not his real
Luffy,
name.
that's not his real name, remember?
Oh yeah. And then Dami knows, oh, and who's this? This. I'm Naruko. Nice to meet you. I'm Nami, and this is Robin. This is Luffy, Robin, Sanji, and Sanji. Oh,
Oh, back off, Sanji.
you're so gorgeous. And
Don't get between me and a lady. I can see him and Sakura getting into like a fight over Naruko, like usual.
yeah.
Since it's Sanji and
and he ruined. and then they see a bounty on them. Are those used? And says, and Sasuke looks at his bounty and says, "Oh, they're just me." And he has the Straw Hats will be part of the story now.
wait, Patty, we have an idea. What if we have them help us get to the festival? Festival?
What? You mean the lantern thing for the princess? And I'm gonna have Dami looks Naruto and said, "That girl looks
She
familiar."
looks familiar. Now that you mention it, I can see Robin like putting the pieces together too slowly. She does look familiar. I wonder. Sasuke, maybe we should tag along with you. We could help ward off any of the guards. Then you're welcome to come.
Yeah.
Especially with this horse chasing me.
Yeah. Okay. We'll do. Okay, you guys can come. And then
Do we get the "I used to have a dream" song?
yeah.
Yeah, I used to have a dream.
Well, and Luffy's. I'm not good with lyrics. Luffy will say, I've been what he's been thinking about wanting to be king of the pirates. The kingdom there is welcome with pirates like Luffy, the king and queen at least. Because spoilers, they know they're friends with Shanks.
And Rayleigh and Roger probably.
Yeah. But they don't like pirates
probably
like
Whitebeard too.
Yeah, but they also know about evil pirates like Arlong and
and Teach.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
Wait, should the kingdom be Shanks's territory?
Yeah.
That way, it's under Yonko's protection, so it would work better.
Yeah, but Minato and Kushina's their king and queen.
Yeah, I know, but what? Whitebeard had kingdoms under his territories like that under his control, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, anyway, after that, the guards come, and one of them is Akainu. Unlike, he is in charge, and he hates Minato and Kushina. He hates the king and queen. You know why?
They're weak.
He feels that they're weak. He feels compassion is weakness.
So standard Akainu then, right?
Yes, and he's gonna team up with Tsunade.
Are we just writing the two brothers off then? Or are they being?
Yeah, they got killed. Yeah, they got killed.
But then how would Sakura figure out that it was later after he got released?
He would pick the pieces up.
Okay, because that's one thing that Kingdom Hearts 3 kind of like glossed over.
Yeah. I think that's how it happened there too. You know what would be better?
He doesn't have his magma abilities in this.
Yeah, luckily. But he's still strong.
Right.
And then, anyway, after they hang out, after that song that they were being chased by the guards, and they gave him a secret passage, and the straw and Naruto Sasuke and the Straw Hats leaves and go live your dreams. I will, says Sasuke. Your dream sucks. I was talking to her.
Oh, dude, that's harsh.
Then she kisses his cheek. And Sasuke doesn't know why, but he felt a little jealous.
Yeah.
And then she asks, "So, there's no sign of Uchiha." And then we see the horse doing his thing, Maximus.
Mm-hmm.
Maximus has got to be the coolest horse ever.
Yeah.
Imagine him running the Kentucky Derby.
He'd be the champion every time.
Yeah. And then she's
That's a committed horse.
yeah. And then kind of was throwing a tantrum. And then Tsunade shows up and says, I got a solution. Like, yeah, big boy.
We had to see in the cave where she heals Sakura.
No, we're not there yet.
Okay.
They got to be chased by them under the tunnel. Sasuke, where are you from? I don't do backstories, sorry. But I'm very interested in yours. You know, I'm not supposed to mention the hair. Nope. Or the mother. No. And Nami asks, wait, mother, what are you talking about? And then Sasuke says, she was stuck in this tower for 18 years and she never left. And Robin said, and her
that's
mother.
Interesting. The princess also disappeared that long ago too.
And Luffy was the one that says, I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
A typical Luffy reaction.
Yeah. And Sanji just doesn't care because he flirts with Naruko still. Then they make it. Then they make it out after being chased. They see that the guards are chasing them, and then they see Okano said, who's that? They don't like me." And the guards, "Who's that? They don't like us." "Who's that? Let's just say everyone in here doesn't like us." And she gives them a frying pan, and then she uses her hair, and with not the straw hats gas at their hair, and Nami says, "There's something you don't see every day." No, actually, she would, or should it be Luffy that says, "I think an normal day that would seem strange."
Luffy sounds like it'd be funnier.
Yeah. Yeah. And they make it. And then Flynn would, and then one of the guards were trying to attack him, Sasuke, but he hits him with a frying pan. He's like, "Oh, mama, I got to get me one of those." And then he looks at, and then he sees he was about to fight Maximus. Only he was fighting with us, and Luffy would say, "Oh, that's so cool!" And Nami hits it. "No, it's not.
It's a horse with a sword in its mouth." Hey, Zoro, you got some competition. What?
Yeah, this time Zoro will fight fight the horse, and it's.
So you think you can be a great swordsman like me? Well, let's see what you got, horse.
Yeah, and
He would
that
pick a
happened.
fight with a horse like that.
Yeah, well, that happens. Um, uh, they get stuck inside the dam and start to flood. And then, and then, since Luffy doesn't have any devil fruit powers, he can swim.
Yeah, same with Chopper and Robin.
Yeah. How can Chopper talk in this version? Magic.
I was gonna say he's not. I would say he's not a reindeer this time here, but
He could be. Actually, no, he's not. He's just a little man. He's just a little kid who wants to be a doctor. But we'll get to their backstories when we get there. First, they try to escape and say, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Sasuke." Sakura. What? My real name is Sakura Haruno. Someone I don't know. We did, says Luffy.
shut up.
Then she said, "I have magical hair that glows when I sing." Huh?
Watch. And she puts it around where he's hurt, and he sings the song.
Not yet. They got to escape. Remember?
Oh,
But she said, "I have magical hair. Look and sing. Fire, keep it glow. Let your power shine." And then when they see her hair glowing, the straw hats go gasped, and and Sakura looks for the rocks and pushes them out of the cave, and that they finally made it to. After that, they made it to shore, and she said, "We made it." She said, "I don't care if you have strange powers. That rocks," says Nami. She hugs her new best friend. Her hair actually glows. Did you see that coming? I didn't see that coming. Why does her hair glow? Sakura, what? It just doesn't glow. Then Pascal asks, "Why is he smiling?" And then later that night, they set a campfire. So you're being strange as you brush your hair around my magic can. Sorry, but please don't freak out. Why? Asked Nami. Flower gleam and glow. Let your power shine. Make the clock reverse. Bring back what was mine. Once was mine. And he holds his hand. Ah! Please don't freak out. I'm not freaking out. Are you freaking out? What?
Then his hand is healed.
Yeah. Then he asks, "Why aren't you freaking out? Why aren't you freaking out, Luffy?" And he says, "I think it's pretty cool." And Nami gets all excited. With that, you'll be able to rival Doctor. With that, I don't think Chopper would want to be with a doctor if you could heal like that. Hey! So you had magical hair forever? Asked Robin. Yeah, mother.
As long as I can remember.
Yeah. She said when people try to cut it, they take it for themselves. But once it's cut, and
it loses its power. At least the piece that was cut.
Yeah, and that's why she never let me out. And
I see.
Robin,
The pieces
and
are forming.
Robin was being suspicious because she's smart. It's like how Sakura was suspicious in my Kingdom Hearts fic.
Yeah. Gee, writing smart characters. What is this?
Yeah. So why do you call yourself Sasuke Uchiha?
It's a name they throw people off of my real name.
Yeah, he's not gonna be. Yeah, but
he's
there
not
was
gonna be embarrassed like Flynn is.
Yeah, there was this guy named Sasuke Uchiha. Um, he stole from me, so I decided to use his name as revenge.
Makes sense.
What happened to this Sasuke? Oh, he's dead. He died a long time ago.
Pretty sure that Kainu guy got him.
Yeah. And then and then he asked, "You can't tell anyone about this. It could ruin my reputation." Well, we wouldn't want that. And Nami and Robin coos at it. I think they're starting to fall in love with. And Sanji's like, "Why?"
Everywhere we go, I lose accent.
And
Not our fault you can't stay. You go for every girl you see.
oh, come on! I do that every girl I see. Then and then Zora said, "Hey, look, there's Lucy." Of course, I was referencing Lucy to one from Fairy Tale.
Makes sense given Loki is voiced by Eric Vale.
Yeah. Anyway, and then Luffy said, "I'm gonna tell you guys about a story about a boy about a boy who came from who lived in a faraway planet, and it said, oh, is this the Star Wars story again?" And she said, "So it was. Besides, Naruko's never heard it." And she said, "No, I haven't. Tell me about it." And then after he finished the story, I said, "Wow, that was very interesting." Putting that twist about Vader being Luke's father. I mean, I did not see that coming.
Nobody does when I tell this.
Yeah. And then she said, "Where did you hear this story?" Well, that's George Lucas guy. And Kathleen, then there's this bitch Kathleen Kennedy trying to ruin it. Sorry, I had to do it. That's in our rules. And anyway, all the Straw Hats go to bed except for Naruko. Then she sees um her mother, and how did you find? I just and she says, "Come on, let's go home." But I met someone, and she says, "Oh, they're just pretending to be our friends." And then she's saying, and then she says, "But that guy Sakura, I think I like him." And he doesn't love you. He just wants to use you. Ha! I can see Robin looking from behind and getting suspicious.
Yeah.
Next morning, Sakura was sleeping on a rock, while the Straw Hats were sleeping in their tents. And then Naruko wakes up. Then she sees Luffy and Nami wake up and she asks, "What did you do?" "Oh, that's called a kiss. Do you know what a kiss is?" "Well, yeah, but I never seen two people kiss." "What?" And he then. Meanwhile, Sakura was sleeping, and then he feels the horse. "I hope you're here to apologize." Then it's, ah! And the horse said, whoa. And Naruko was easy there, boy. Calm down. And Pascal's, "Calm down, dude." Now drop the boot. Drop it. "Oh, you're such a good boy. You're chasing all the bad men all around." "Excuse me? Nobody appreciates you." "Come on, he's a bad horse." Oh, he's nothing but a sweetheart. Isn't that right, Maximus? You got to be kidding me. Look, it's kind of the biggest day of my life, and I need you not getting arrested just for 24 hours. Then you can chase each other till your hearts okay, like a cat and mouse. Then it's also my birthday, just so you know. And then he shakes Sakura's hand. Then
Doesn't he like hit him in the chest?
yeah,
Like,
and then he said, "Hey, it's like Sanji and Zoro."
which one's the horse?
Oh, and Robin says, "Oh, I think it's Sanji." So I just even though I'm filled with sympathy for him in the whole kick, I still love making him the butt monkey.
Yeah.
It's just too easy. Then we're gonna do some of that thing we did in the Kingdom Hearts minigame where Naruto wanted to see the birds, and Luffy was the one that got it. Or should it be Sakura here?
Either.
Yeah. I could see she and Luffy will have a share of brother and sister bond.
But what are these weird flan things here wandering around doing these weird antics?
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you not do that flan thing in the game
Oh yeah.
where you had to take the pictures?
Yeah. I thought that was funny when they go into a place where photos don't exist.
Yeah.
And then they went to the kingdom and said, "Oh no, not again!" And they look at this time it's Sanji. Look at his, and Nami says, "Oh, you're right, Sanji. That look good on you. Someone give me a pencil." Robin hands him a pencil, and he draws, and they make him look like Groucho. It's well, so the lantern is until tonight. So what do you guys want to do? Play some games? Have some fun?
I hear there's this dancing thing in the center of the town.
Yeah. Then they see an old. Then they ask, "I'm getting hungry," and Sanji said, "Fear not, I will cook for you, Lady Naruko. You gotta try Sanji's food; they are amazing." And she eats all of. This is good. This is good. What is it? It's meat. There's a my uncle Zeph is a chef. He in fact he's right over there.
Oh, what are you doing here, brat? Or as the live action one goes, eggplant.
Yeah.
Like, are we doing the whole dancing mini game from Kingdom Hearts 3 in this?
We are. Luffy, yeah, and Sakura dances with a bunch of women and Nami and Luffy dance together, and then Zoro asks some hot chick to dance.
Sure, he's now completely wasted.
Actually,
by this point.
I mean Sanji. And then there's a cameo by Brooke.
And alive, Brooke.
Yep, and he said, "Hello, my dear. May I see your knock it off?" This is says Nami. I'm sorry, this is Brooke. He's a straw hat here, but sort of. But he likes to look at women's panties. And
Right, the
Narcos.
king hasn't arrested you. Oh, he's tried many times.
But but he like says for some reason I make him laugh because my skull joke.
The queen likes them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember she was the. Meanwhile, we see the scene of Kushina and Minato, and they didn't speak a word, but they're.
You can tell their pain.
Yep, But that's what I loved about that scene.
It was subtle.
Yeah, they didn't speak a line, but they were. But what they were developed characters.
Guessing that's where we get the I see the light.
Yep. And then Naruko asks, "I've been waiting for this dream for 18 years. What if it's not what I thought it would be?" And it will be, says
I think you should
Sakura.
find something new to dream about.
Yeah. Then we sing all those days watching from the window. All those years outside looking in. All that time. Never at last I see the light. And it's like the fog has lifted. At last I see. It's a great song.
It is.
It should have won the Academy Award for Best Song, but it lost to Toy Story 3 We Belong. Which is a good song, but I See the Light is better.
It is.
It's not even the best Toy Story song, of course.
Nope.
And then they were about to kiss, and Naruko says, "I have something for you too. I was gonna give it for you, but I was scared before. The thing is, I'm not scared anymore. You know what I mean? I'm starting to." And then after that, they were about to kiss, but then he realized something. He said, "I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to have this taken care of." And then he was about to leave the satchel, and then he gets confronted by Akainu. Now, you can't just return the crown just yet. You have a part to play to your death. And he knocks him down, and he said, "Hey guys, time up." He told, and then Akainu pretends to confront Naruko. He said, "Oh no!" And then Tsunade came to her rescue. And he said, "Oh, I'm so worried about." And she was rubbing her hair, and I was so worried about your hair. What? No, nothing. I said, "Let's go before they come to." And she's. What they don't know is the Straw Hats where Robin was looking, and she found the other Straw Hats and said, "Naruko and Sakura are in trouble." So what? Then they make their way to save them. You know how they should free him?
How?
Like how it happened. And then what they don't know is before that, Robin hears the Oz of going. according to plan. Of course, he knows that was the lost princess. Okano.
Yeah, Robin saw the picture and put it together.
Yeah, and Okano did too, but he decided not to tell the king and queen because you know how he feels about them.
Yeah,
After that, Robin tells the Straw Hats they plan to rescue Sakura. They tell Maximus, and they bring all the 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 guys from the pub,
yeah.
and then he says, Maximus, brought him. You brought them here? Is it not just Maximus? We did too. Now go save Sakura. Go save Naruko. We'll catch up with you. Right. Thank you guys. And I gotta tell you guys something. I love Naruko. I love her. And Robin says, we know. We saw that coming a while away. I didn't. Shut up, Sanji. And then they make his way to the castle. Meanwhile, at the castle, Naruko was in bed and she was still sad about what happened. Then she has a vision. And then she bumped her head. Then she realizes something she should have a long time ago. I'm the lost princess. Naruko, I told you, stop with the mumbling. You know I hate. I am the lost princess, aren't I? Did I mumble, mother?
Mother. There's
Or
the
should
coldness when she said mother.
Yeah. Or should I even call you that? That was a great line.
Yeah.
Oh, Naruko, would you listen to yourself? Why would you ever think that? It was you. It was all you. Everything I did was to protect you. And Naruko says, I don't buy that. The reason the reason that you kidnapped me because you wanted it for yourself. I should have been hiding. I spent years hiding away from people when I should have been hiding from you. Where will you go? He won't take you there. What'd you do with him? That criminal is about to be hung for his crimes. Oh, no. Now, listen to me. Everything is as it should be. Then she was hoping she would manipulate her again, but Naoko grabs her fist and says, no, you were wrong about the world. And you were wrong about me. And I will never let you use my hair again. Which then she pushes her off. That was my favorite. That was another favorite scene of mine.
Yeah.
Because that showed Rapunzel's character development.
Mm-hmm.
Then she said, fine, you want me to be the bad guy? Then I'm the bad guy. You've been the bad guy for 18 years.
Like, when did you stop being the bad guy?
Yeah. Then Sakura finally makes it to the tower. Naruko, let down your long hair. No response. Then he climbs up, and then her hair float, and he climbs up the tower, and oh Naruko, I thought I'd never see you. Then he stops to see her all tangled up. Meanwhile, then he gets stabbed. Meanwhile, the Straw Hats were confronted by Akainu, and it's a big battle. And it's going to be Luffy versus Akainu. Which is fitting because he killed Ace. Then he said, well, you must be the Straw. I'm going to let you on a secret since I'm about to kill you here. You remember when your brother Ace died in that fire? Yes, that
It was
was me.
me.
Because I could see him doing that.
Yeah.
And that caused Luffy to grow angry. I should have developed Luffy more, but this story was about Naruto.
Yeah.
And he gets all mad, pissed off, and he has their own version of Gear 3, and he fights kind of until he knocks him down unconscious. Oh, he's not dead yet, because he's gonna get punished. Guys, we gotta go. We gotta go help Sakura save Naruto. Says Nami. Let's go. And then they all rush off. He's enough. And Naruko was trying to escape Tsunade, but she said, "No, I will not stop. I will fight. But if you let me save him, I will go with no, Naruko. I'll never run. I'll never let go. Just let me heal him, and you and I can be together forever, just like you want." And then she puts him in chains, just in case you have any ideas following us. Oh, oh no, Sakura, I'm so sorry. And then the Straw Hats show. Then the Straw Hats sneak up, and then they see. Oh no! Then they see Naruko's about to heal him, and they realize at least Naruko's about to be healed. Said, "No, Naruko, I can't. I can't let you do this. But I can't let you die. But if you do this, then you will die. Hey, it's gonna be okay." Naruko,
I don't know what your new dream was.
No, we're not there yet.
Oh.
They have to, then he cuts off her hair. So that causes even the Straw has to get Sakura. What? Then no.
And her hair turns red.
Yeah.
I think she was good with short red hair.
Yeah.
It was in the same style Rapunzel's was.
Yeah. What have you done? Then
Tsunade starts aging.
Yeah.
She falls out and turns to dust.
Yet, Luffy and Zoro bring out the hair and cause her to trip. And then when they see her to dust,
could be
Luffy
worse. She could have turned into this like wood monster.
Yeah. Good thing. And Sanji said, "Good thing Brook isn't here. He could have made a lame skull joke."
Yeah.
Then they said, then they noticed, no, Sakura, let's go. She tries to heal him. It's too late. You were my new dream, and you were mine. After that, hearing that, everyone cried. Nami cries on Luffy's shoulder, and who also cried. It reminded him when Ace died. And then Naruko's tears
had a little ounce of power left.
Yep. It drops on his face, and the tears turn to flower, and it healed Sakura's wounds. Then he said, "Naruko, Sakura, did I tell you I have a thing for redheads?" When she hugs him, and then they kiss, and then for once, Sanjay is going to go on a rant. Instead, he's going to accept. He's going to be a man and accept it. And Zoro said, "No, you're not. You're right. No. It's bad enough. It's bad enough when Luffy stole Nami from me, but not. Get over yourself, Cook. Make me Mosshead." And then get.
You want to go?
And then
Nami,
Nami, shut up, both of you idiots. And then the
They go
guards,
back to the kingdom,
yeah, and
and
the
she's
guard,
reunited with her parents.
yeah, and everyone cried. And then he said, then Luffy said, "Hey, Your Majesty, Akainu over there. He 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 says he knew that Tsunade was the one that kidnapped um Naruko, especially 18 years ago. What? Yeah, and he also was the one that killed my brother Ace from that fire a couple years. Of course, Ace was one of his guards, and he said, "Akana, you're under arrest, and you would be sentenced to." Should he? Normally, I was sentenced,
Dang!
normally I would sentence you to death, but I don't. But death doesn't. You don't deserve death just yet. You deserve life imprisonment. Take him away. And he takes him, and then Akainu meets Kishu. And he asks, "So what are you in for?" "Oh, I made this book." "Oh, that's wait. Why are you in? Just you made a book." "Oh, the book was so bad that I
It
got
was so
arrested."
vilely made sure it would never saw the light of day.
"Yeah, what was the book about?"
Sorry, I can't even say because it's if anyone heard it, I'd be even in a worse spot. The only time a book burning would be warranted.
Then the Sakura and the other Straw Hats get medals, and and
And the army starts using frying pans as weapons.
yeah, and Zoro. They ask Zoro, "Are you going to use frying pans?" "No, I
No,
still."
that's the cook's thing. Oh,
Hey!
wait, that's not a bad idea, actually.
And then a year later, Nar- after a year later, Naruto and Sakura have their big wedding. Who would be the best man in the wedding? Luffy?
Yeah,
Who'd be the maid of honor? Nami or Robin or both?
both.
Yeah. And of course, Pascal's the ring bearer. And he was about to lose the ring, but Robin catches it and gives it to Pascal. And she said, "There, that way there won't be any shenanigans." And of course, Sanjay cooked for the wedding. He cooked the cake. And then they had the whole dearly beloved thing. They were pronounced husband and wife. And they kissed the bride. And they lived happily ever after.
Zach, are you telling stories again?
What?
Didn't you say, like, is he telling stories again?
Yeah, they were telling to Robin was telling the story to their son Shinakachu and daughter Hanami. He said, "Oh, they wanted to hear. They wanted to hear what I thought. They wanted to hear my story of how you two got together." That's sweet. But it's time for you to go to bed, little ones. "Oh, 5 more minutes? No. you've been up long enough, and that and that's the end of the Disney month.
We'll be back next. We'll have more next year.
Yep. Next year we're probably gonna do classic Disney movies like Cinderella and Snow White.
Okay.
And we might do Prince and the Frog.
I don't see how it's gonna work.
Yeah, you're right. It's not. You're right. It's not going to work. But I'm so excited for next week because it's the March Madness one.
Mm.
And a couple weeks from now we'll go back to Naruto One Piece. We'll do part 1 of Whole Cake Island.
All right.
Which I'm kind of excited to do because I'll give you. No, I'm not going to give you a hint. The Green Goblin will show up. And yes, he's going to be played by Willem Dafoe, but he won't have the movie suit.
Then in Wano we do the final fight with Doom.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Do you think Doom would fight Kaido?
Yeah, yeah. Who would win?
Doom probably. Since it's Doom.
Yeah. His name is Doom!
Yeah. Maybe defeating Doom is what makes Naruto Yonko.
Yeah. I can't wait to do Living Like a Prayer thing with
Zoro and King.
Yeah.
He's over being like, really? You're doing this now?
Yeah.
And King's confused where that music's coming from.
Yeah, I'm gonna write that in my fix when Naruto gets his devil fruit powers for the first time and he does the bye 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 music. Hey,
Is he not? Is he actually killing Waffles guys doing that?
should he? Because Luffy's not
Does
a
he
killer.
have the Wolverine corpse with him? Is the question.
No, but he has some sort of weapon.
So he doesn't have his two claws in the other two guys' parts.
No, but he does beat them up. Because I don't see Naruto as a killer.
He'd kill if he has to, especially once his son is born.
Yeah.
Because Sakura would straight up do that.
Yeah. Speaking of Sakura, she will have the most confusing look when she hears the bye bye mom music. and she turns to Sanji and asks, "Do you hear that music? Where's it coming from?"
I'm not. I'm just more baffled by what he's actually doing right now.
Yeah.
Luffy would probably think it's so cool.
Yeah. What about Chopper?
Yeah, he think it's probably cool too, since Chopper usually goes along with Luffy thinking things are cool.
Yeah. I'm I'm planning to write the fic, but hopefully finish it by this weekend. The Not the fic, the chapter at least, because I got a
All
long
right.
way to go. I might end. I might end it differently than how Oda is going to end One Piece. Okay.
All right. Are they close to getting their fruits yet?
What?
Are they
Yes,
close
they
to
are.
getting their fruits?
Yes, they are. I'm at the part where where Luffy is looking for Sanji after the avalanche,
Mm.
and I'm gonna have him, and I'm gonna have Sakura see him saying, stay here with Nami," and then he gives her the hat, and they both see something. They both have a feeling about something about him and her. Um, in April we'll probably do Rocky.
Cool.
And if we ever do Rocky 6, Sakura won't die.
Right.
I will never kill off Naruto or Sakura. Have you ever killed off a character you like but have to because the story demand because of the
Depends on the story and the character.
yeah, like for example, if I might I won't kill off a Straw Hat but I will kill off someone close to a Straw Hats maybe.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Kind of like basically why Ace died.
Yeah. Even
He's
though
not a
we love
straw hat, but he's close to Luffy.
yeah, and his death it meant it felt more
It
impactful than
mattered, unlike Neji's.
yeah. When Neji died, I should have felt empty. I mean, I should have felt something.
Ace didn't have that much screen time compared to Neji, and I still felt more for Ace.
Yeah.
Mostly because Ace is the better character.
Yeah.
It's when Neji was underutilized.
Yeah. Hinata was the reason he died.
Yep.
And yet people blame Sakura.
What could she have done?
I have no idea. They said well, she could have healed him.
I don't even think she was even in that vicinity. And by the time she got there, it would have been too late.
Yeah. You know, I would have fixed it by having Neji dying, and Hinata would want to get stronger instead of fawning over Naruto.
Yeah.
You know what? It said that I write Hinata better than Kishimoto ever did.
Yeah.
There's a reason that retrospect Greg did not. did not say Hinata a lot in the story. She never contributed a lot at
She's not
all.
even in the story that much to mention anything of note.
Yeah, and don't you bring up? Oh, what about that one time? That was that
Yeah,
one time.
one time.
Yeah, and that was it. Say, what about that one episode? That was filler.
Hmm. We have counters to your BS argument.
Yeah,
Because to be fair, she pretty much would have ended the series if she got caught and Naruto banned from becoming a Chunin.
yeah. I'm still. Yeah, it's been 10 years. It's been 11 years, and I'm still frustrated by the ending.
Yeah,
It's like when I feel
asking
like
us to get over this is like asking Linkar to get over one more day.
that's what I
It's
was
never
thinking.
gonna happen.
But yeah, but it was a even if I was over it, it's still a bad story. It's a bad
Hmm.
story. It was a bad story in 2007. I mean 2014, and it's a bad story now.
And it's only gotten worse.
Yeah, I have not seen nor will I ever read Barto.
Nope. I have not done anything Naruto related since I got the last game, DVD set, and Valium. That's it.
Yeah,
The most I'll get is like maybe some figures and some shirts. That's it.
me too. I'm wearing my Naruto shirt right now.
Hmm.
If I bought a Naruto shirt, I had to make sure it doesn't have Hinata in it, or Sasuke. Unfortunately, though, if you have to have Sakura in it, you also have to have Sasuke, which is stupid.
I say it's a better trade off than Tanata.
Yeah,
Not that much better, but still.
yeah. I think I hate Sasuke more than I hate Hinata.
I hate them both equally.
Yeah,
Just for different reasons.
yep. Here's what I'm gonna. Here's the plot of our next podcast. It's gonna start with Naruto being hired by the University of Kentucky, and he gets overwhelmed that he gets hired, but because he hasn't won anything yet, just yet. But he went there and he bleeds blue, as we call it, bleed blue, because that's our color, school colors. You know what I watched last night?
Hmm.
Some of Tom Brady's old games when he played for the Patriots. His first year when they won
Nice.
the Super Bowl. He got hurt in the AFC Championship. Then Drew Bledsoe took over, which is ironic because he took Drew Bledsoe's place.
Yeah.
And so, what? Why don't we do a Kingdom Hearts One Piece, another Kingdom Hearts One Piece in a couple weeks?
So next would be Saba Oni and Amazon Lily, probably.
Yeah, and if do you think we'll have time to do Marineford?
No, that's too long.
Yeah. I remember last year I watched Marineford last April. I was watching it, then I saw something on Twitter that John Calipari left Kentucky for Arkansas. It was on the same time Ace died. And when Ace, I'm not gonna lie, when I saw Ace died, I cried.
Yeah.
When Neji died, like I said before, I felt nothing, absolutely nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I was listening to our version of The Last the other day, and I still said to myself, that is still better than what Kiki wrote. It's not great. It's
Still
probably not.
more of a movie than what was actually done.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head out.
Okay, I'm pretty.
See you next week.
See you next week.